And I want to show people this one. Let me tell you why. Because I want to show people what it looks like to be here at JAKES Resort. So you're coming to a place like this.
Yeah, but we had to bring a structural engineer in because a lot of it would have been compromised.
Oh.
So, you know, we have to make sure that when we build back, we're building back strong.
All of this roof is gone, right?
Yeah. We would have had some I-beams that went across.
Yeah.
And those I-beams bent up like a S.
Wow.
You know, you can even see the one at the back there where the column would have.
Yeah, man. I suspect that.
Yeah, man. The human spirit can get through most things if we have support. And, you know, when you hear a guest who was here even, whether it was a month ago or 10 years ago.
And you play a key role in that because Calabash, you played a key role in that as well. You understand? So, with a lot of the stuff that are happening here, this is a point person from ever since. So can we just make a quick run into this one because thank God this doesn't look destroyed.
This one was not so bad, thank goodness.
So I want to show people this one. Let me tell you why. Because I want to show people what it looks like to be here at JAKES Resort. So you're coming to a place like this, it's total relaxation for the day.
Total relaxation.
Right?
Yeah.
You have your mini fridge that is here. You have your coffee machine that is here. I can tell this is one of the newer rooms.
Absolutely.
Right? Because I can also see that you have your AC unit right there.
Of course. Well, all of them have AC now, hot water. You know?
Okay.
Yeah.
No TV.
No TVs.
See, so
our villas and cottages have TVs, but not our
So when you come to this, is like a real nice rustic environment. Now, I am just going to ask the camera person to show you what the view through the window is, you know. Now the bed is angled in such a way that you are seeing this view through your window. Good? It's a view of the sea, right? The light is shimmering on it. There is a boat. I don't know if it's a cargo vessel.
It's a ship, yeah.
It's a ship, right? That's far off. You are seeing the elements. And you can actually be here and see fishermen actually just come up, you know. And you can buy your fish from them. You can see them. You can see the chef. You can see different people supporting the community by just buying fish and supporting people.
Absolutely.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Oh, wow.
We have 2 more buildings to see, 3 more buildings to see.
Yeah, man.
And this will be Seapost Street.
So you can see the people there picking up the rubble. They're right there right now. They're working hard. Right? It's all hands on deck. We have female staff that are there. They're doing their part. We have people taking inventory to see how much stuff is damaged and how much things need to be repaired. Because he wants to get this place up and running back in a month. Good? And that is his target. And his team is working assiduously with him. Now let's look at the damage that would have been done to the perimeter walls. Right? And different aspects. Jason, what would this have been?
Yes, I see that. I love that you're doing that.
Like this is a lot of rubble that we're looking at, you know.
No,
Big
I know.
up to the female. Let me see them.
Your mind too.
They fight to work, you know. She not a great up the amount of things but she lift up. Right? No joke, people. Everybody's hands on deck.
Yes, man. This is Wayne and Michael Todd.
All right, big up, yeah, man. Yes. Yes, Michael. All right. So what are these right here? These are beams?
Yeah, these were where the doors would have been battened down. So this would have been mashed down, the bed head, you know, the back wall here.
Oh, so that's,
yeah. So, you know.
So all those concrete bed heads.
Yeah.
So let me ask you, because when I spoke to Half Moon, right?
Yeah.
They said when the winds get too strong, regardless of a hurricane or a storm, they just open the lobby door and allow the water to just flow through.
Right. Yeah.
Because they just don't, the resistance just going.
I feel that's what we're gonna do next time because you know you can't fight nature, as they say.
And a lot of people say the storm surge. Now, if you look at right out here, many people are theorizing that the storm surge rose up to about 18 feet. Right? So you're looking at the water and it traveled, it did not come inland here, it did not enter here. It entered at New Hope in Westmoreland and just a little bit further on the western end. However, somewhere along out there, the hurricane continued along this path. just kept running along this path, right? And so the winds were so strong that they came in and tore down a lot of the walls, a lot of the concrete, a lot of the fixtures. And so even the bed head, which was a concrete fixture, the bed head was literally ripped to pieces. If you notice some of the things right here, they got ripped to pieces. Good. However, the concrete structure itself stood up. And that's a good thing.
Yeah, but we had to bring a structural engineer in because a lot of it would have been compromised.
Oh.
So, you know, we have to make sure that when we build back, we're building back strong.
And you're constantly emphasizing that, building back stronger, right?
Absolutely.
If there's any logo that I hear coming from you, or
building
any slogan,
back strong.
Yeah, it's building back stronger.
Yeah.
Because you're determined that certain changes have to be made.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I agree with you.
It's important.
Oh,
so
wow.
Let's look at a veranda in the front here.
Yeah.
You know, they used to be out of wood. So we're building that back right now out of concrete. You know, you can see the caging in there. And we're just going to pour that solid.
Makes sense. And there's a jackhammer there.
Yes.
So you are literally
taking out all the places that were compromised.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So safety comes first.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that you as a business owner taking the time out, doing this, talking about the safety, emphasizing that, because with the electrical wires, you said that, you know, you're not making, you're ensuring that it's done properly.
Absolutely.
Right? And then even just for the structure, because you want your guests to always feel safe.
You do.
I agree. So like even these now, where are these from? Because where are you getting these things from?
These would be foam boards that when you're making the columns,
right?
You'd put them around with stirrups and then pour.
But where you get these?
No, they would be building these.
Okay.
Yeah, these have been used before.
Oh, got you.
So you can pull them off when you finish and use them again.
Got you. So tell me now about the different rooms. What type of room is this one?
So this one over here is actually not a room, but a spa. The famous Driftwood Spa.
Okay.
So we had an area down below where we did our wet treatments. You'd have the middle that was the reception area with our treatment rooms as well. And then you had upstairs, which was our yoga deck. And you would have seen where a column would have been broken at the back left here.
Column.
So this is a roof that we need to put back on because we get a lot of yoga retreats. And
boy, Jason, roof not cheap, you know?
No, it's not cheap. These are...
It's not cheap.
This is a lot of money to fix back. You know, so it's important that you really, you know, manage your budget and that you're dealing with people who are not going to take shortcuts and that, you know, you really are building back stronger.
So this room, can we just take a walk through this room right here? What is this room called?
This room is called Cockles.
Okay. And all this debris and all this piping, would this be piping or just electrical work?
No, this is electrical and piping, and so it's electrical and plumbing that will have to be redone.
Oh, wow. All right, let's look at this room. It's a little bit dark. Okay, then.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
You see?
But this door stood up, though?
Yes, this one stood up.
Oh, wow.
Right. So you see?
And this one now you're going to have to be building out the veranda area.
Building out the veranda area. So you see, we'd have had wood coming up from there.
See it here.
Right. So we're making sure that this is coming up with the concrete columns now, and that they'll be stronger.
If you have guests at a time like that, where do you carry your guests?
Boy, I'll be honest with you, we have to tell them that they need to leave the property, especially with a category 5.
Yeah.
We couldn't risk it, you know.
So where would they go?
They would have gotten flights back to where they were from or moved to another part of the country that was not going to be as affected as badly. You know, there was one lady from the UK, Rachel Diamond, and her mother, and their flights were cancelled by Virgin. And I said, why didn't you fly back to the States? But they didn't have an American visa. So I had to take her up to my home, my personal house.
Wow.
And put her up there you know, and a lady up there for me, you know, cooked and cleaned for her and took care of her. And, you know, I'll be honest with you, even after the hurricane, she came and she got very involved with helping people, you know, as much as she could.
The example that was set.
Yeah, she took a lot of videos and pictures and, you know,
wow.
she really did a phenomenal
yeah, job, don't it?
Yeah.
Boy, but Jason, look at the sand that's on the ground. How is this going to come out?
Yeah, no man, we're going to get this back, you know, swept back out and buff back down the floor.
Wow.
Shine it back up, you know. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Listen, I was just going to say that.
And
like,
there's a tremendous will.
I have to give you so much credit. And I have to give so many of the victims of Hurricane Melissa so much credit because you guys have this indomitable spirit. And where sometimes I'm like, when I see some of the things and people say, no, boy, I'm still happy for life, I'm still, and I was like, wow, you know, you have to dig deep to really be in that mindset despite a destruction. So it shows a lot.
Yeah, man, the human spirit can get through most things if we have support. And, you know, when you hear a guest who was here even, whether it was a month ago or 10 years ago, when they reach out to you and they say, you know, staying at JAKES meant so much to me. I have pictures that I framed and I have in my house. You know, my child met a fisherman, he went fishing. My husband learned to play dominoes. You know, we went out to Pelican Bar. You know, all of these experiences they share with you and they say it meant so much to them. And we can't wait for JAKES to reopen so that we can come back. These are the things that push you and encourage you.
I believe you because there is a lady that owns a place called Nola's Bar and Events. And I shared one of her pictures before and after. You know, and so many of her guests and so many of the people who have visited her wrote, said, best oxtail, can't wait for it to go back home. And when she saw it, she just sent an emoji with tears.
Oh my gosh.
And she just said, you know what, Kareem, I'm going to build back stronger.
Amazing. It gives you the encouragement.
It gives you the encouragement. So, you know, if you have positive messages to write about places like these that you have spent time at, let us know. So this is the spa area. And luckily the spa area, I mean, it's still, the structure still looks good, right?
The structure is good, but we would have gotten quite a lot of damage from the lower level where we used to do our wet treatments. You know, we would have missed the top veranda ceiling here, roof here.
Wow.
You know, but you know, we're really, you know, we're picking up the pieces. We're picking up the pieces, literally picking up the pieces and moving
figuratively and literally, right?
And literally, you know.
And nothing is nice like getting a spa treatment right along the sea. Right? Let's just take a walk out and as we walk, we have to be watching, you know, for rubbles and everything like that. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So you're getting a spa treatment, you book it. What time do people like to book a spa treatment for?
Particularly at sunset.
I would believe so.
Down here at this level.
So you get your spa treatment at sunset?
Most of the people, but you know, not everybody can book at that time. So they'll take times in the day or in the afternoon or in the morning after breakfast.
Yeah.
You know. So that's Calabash Bay over there. Took a bad hit.
Yes.
And then that's the Great Pedro Bluff in the distance. You know.
Where would Old Wharf be?
Old Wharf would be after, it would be after this bay of Calabash Bay.
Yeah.
And before Great Bay.
Okay.
So around that point.
Got you. Now let's look at this chunk of wall. And you can see I can't even move this, right? I just use all my strength and I can't move this.
It's true.
Good. And this is what it did with it, just ripped it to pieces. So somewhere along the way, when either it was getting very close to land at this point, and maybe it drifted back over to the sea, but whatever currents that were there at this point were very strong.
You know, we always say in Jamaica, we overbuild. People say, boy, you know, you don't have to build so strong. You know, when we look at houses in America that are built out of compressed board and, you know, and stucco and stuff.
True.
And you know, Daryl Vaz sent me a video that said that cement and steel was going to bend like rubber. That's what the video said.
Wow.
And you know, the truth is, we have lived to see that. We have lived to see that. You know, because these are 6-inch blocks with steel, with rebar in it, and this would have been here for a good amount of time and would have withdrawn. You know, would have gone through many storms and hurricanes.
Yes.
This one was just a different
animal, right?
When you see over here, how the rebar, because the same counter
Oh,
would have been
wow.
over here. And
Look at the steel.
It just ripped it up and just bent.
Oh my gosh.
It bent it like rubber, you know.
Look at the steel. So even for those sockets, what will happen for them?
We'll have to condemn those sockets, dig it back out and run new wires. Because, you know, again, electrical is not something you can take a shortcut with because you'll regret it later on, you know.
I agree. So let me just show people what the inland rooms are like, because many of those were not damaged. And, you know, I mean, this is a lot in terms of, but the people are still of strong spirit. I look at the spa people, spa staff, they're out, they're putting in their work.
They're putting in the work.
There are 2 ladies here, and, you know, I mean, everybody trying to just put back the pieces.
Absolutely. Nobody is, you know. I mean, yes, you would have had days of sorrow.
Yes.
And days of feeling down. But, you know, you just have to work through those emotions.
True.
And just say, boy, you know, every now and then you'll have a low day.
True.
But, you know, you pray for the strong days.
True.
And you go from there.
So, listen, you see, because I'm doing all of this, you know I'm going to show you when everything come back, all right? So, Kareem's Quest is going to take you through the journey. Don't worry. Oh, wow. All of this roof gone. All of this roof is gone, right?
Yeah. We would have had some I-beams that went across.
Yeah.
And those I-beams bent up like a S.
Wow.
You know, you can even see the one at the back there where the column would have.
Yeah, man. I suspect that whatever was nailed or pinned to this part of the roof was probably the strongest, because it never stopped till it ripped it off.
Yeah, so what would have happened here is that the storm would have came from this direction. So it would have peeled back the roof. And then right here is where it would have taken the most of the weight when the entire roof folded over.
Ah, gotcha.
With the framing and with the sheeting, you see?
See right here?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, wow. So we can just look at those because this is such a beautiful green right here.
Sure.
How many rooms are we looking at in this?
This is a 4-bedroom.
Yeah.
And this is Cowrie.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, and 4. People of Cowrie.
Okay.
And
who would normally stay in a spot like this? Would it be a couple or a family?
Friends and family who want to be close to each other.
Okay.
Would stay here.
Okay then.
And you know.
So this is down here, so is a part of it too?
Yes.
Come, we go to this one right here.
4.
Okay.
2 up and 2 down.
You remind me of like a nice old time country home.
Yes.
Yeah. And you see we have to go past certain trees just to get access to this. Oh wow. Yeah. So this one is one that should be ready quickly.
Yes, it should be ready quickly.
I can smell the hotel scent in it.
Yeah, man.
And you have your nets, you know, if mosquito bother you.
Of course.
You stay here. No, you have to remember when you come to a place like this, it's also a part of Jamaica's history. And I'll tell you why. Good? So you see Sister Judy Moith is right here.
Absolutely.
Good? And this photo was also captioned. And it says that she's overlooking downtown Kingston. And it was taken in 1982. Now, this is 1/3 of the I tree that sang with Bob Marley really cool. So when you come here, it's a history lesson too, don't it?
Absolutely, absolutely. Because people know that our family have been very, you know, very respectful of the culture in Jamaica. And, you know, the harder they come really is credited to say it was a movie that brought reggae to the world. You know, it gave the backdrop of where
it
this
had the
music
best
was
soundtrack
made.
I've ever heard.
There you go, in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, man, the best soundtrack I've ever heard. And this
is
building
Seahorses.
now. Okay.
Seahorses was not badly damaged.
Yes. What is Seahorses makeup like?
Seahorses is a one bedroom upstairs and another bedroom downstairs.
Okay.
And there's a back veranda there.
Ah,
this would be our games room back here at the back over here.
Ah, okay then.
So you know, we really would have built Jakes out over the last 32 years in a very organic way. You know, we were very fortunate to be able to buy adjoining land over the years.
Yes, I noticed.
And be able to expand the property.
Right beside Jakes, right, is Jack Sprat.
Correct.
And you know what I mean, when you drive into Treasure Beach, you're going to see a lot of Jack Sprat signs. Good say, can't miss it.
Absolutely.
You can't. So we're heading right back to where it all began, right at the restaurant.
Correct.
You know what I mean? You know, Jason, again, I must commend you on just how focused you are, you know, the type of leader you are. I mean, you have some people, they lead in a different way. They don't have to lead in a boisterous way. They don't have to lead in an aggressive way. Jason has always been the person who has been able to lead in his own unique fashion. And he has inspired people in his own unique fashion. From ever since I know him, you know, he has always been that type of person. And to be true to his country and to be true to his community, that's another thing. A lot of people don't like to take on that duty or that responsibility. And it's understandable, because for anybody who has to be responsible for anybody else, any parent that's out there, any business person that's out there will tell you that, listen, it's 10 times easier to be an employee. When you're an employee, you can clock out when it's 5 o'clock. You can clock out when it's 4 o'clock. When you are creating business opportunities for others and you're employing others, you don't get to leave until everything is dotted. Every I is dotted and every T is crossed. This man has run this place now for decades, and he has had staff that has been with him also for decades. That can't be an easy task. So Jason, much respect.
I respect every time.
Yeah,
we
man.
appreciate your support, my friend. I said, you know, you have come to visit us at some of our darkest days in the history of Jakes, and I just believe that, you know, we're going to look back at these days and we're going to say that these helped us to be the people who we are for the rest of our lives. This is a very defining moment, you know, how we pull together and support each other.
I agree.
And, you know, how we lean on each other and how we inspire each other and how we pull it back. You know, we're going to be judged by how we are over the next few weeks and months and years as a nation.
Sure.
You know, starting with the family, friends, community, parish,
business.
country.
And if you listen, some people say, but how can I give back? You can give back by coming to support the restaurant. You know, you can give back by making a reservation to stay at the hotel, and you don't have to stay, you know, this month or next month. You can make it for 5 months from now. You can purchase gift vouchers for people to stay here as well. So, you know, you can support in so many ways. I appreciate you watching. I appreciate you subscribing to the channel. You can go to my website, kareemsquest.com. I also did a review of this restaurant and told people what my picks are in terms of food items from this restaurant. So you can watch that on my channel. As usual, you're always welcome to join the quest.
Join the quest.
Boom.
Boom. Oh,
yes, brother. I appreciate it, Bridget. I appreciate